Uh-oh. They caught us. Hey, everybody. Welcome again to yet another fantastic revival stream. For those of you that are joining us that don't know me or are joining us after our actual live date, I am a helpful tourist. My real name is Ed, and this is my co-host.
I'm Bammer. Hello.
That was really smooth. That was really good translation. Really professional right there.
Yeah, whatever.
Also known as Ben. He's our
Yes.
big time community manager here. We're here to play some multiplayer with you guys, talk about a recent contest that we wrapped up, update you guys on the weekly challenge, talk about exciting things with new things coming up that I probably am not allowed to talk about, but I'm going to talk about anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
Quick update on the console releases. There's not a lot to talk about there. And then update our weekly challenge again. So it's gonna here's the thing: at 3:00 our time, I have to go. So wherever we are,
Hour-long stream.
Hour-long stream. Well, it might go longer if Ben decides he wants to stick around, but no pressure on that. Ben got a haircut.
I have less
we have a very observant group of people here. Cat
I
guy's
got a
pointing it
haircut
out.
last week.
He did.
Missed it last week.
That's not Ben. Yeah, we subbed it in. This is Ben's brother. His name is Alan. Everybody give a warm welcome to Alan. I'm just kidding. It's Ben. He got a haircut.
Yeah.
But yeah, first things first. Let's talk about.
Want to talk about the editor contest?
Do I want to?
You want to talk about that first?
I think we should just update the 2v2 challenge, the weekly challenge. That's a quick update.
Well, that's still going on.
That's
right?
still going on. So look at that was the update.
So last time we ran the tournament, it ran past a week, and this time is apparently no different, which is fine.
No different.
I want to give as many people a chance to actually play the games as possible. So, I mean, in a traditional tournament setting, it would be more like everyone has to be on at this time. You got to play at this time. But seeing as we have a bunch of people all over the world, which is going to have weird ping and everything, but, you know.
We do what we can.
But we'll let that run to completion. Hopefully it will not take more than another week, but if it does, so be it.
We've got other challenges to run in the meantime, so it's not going to impact those. We'll just run them side by side.
Yep.
And this one will just finish up when it finishes up. I mean, hopefully we can finish it in a timely manner. People are, sometimes more or less flexible with their schedules, so it's whatever.
Yeah, and we've
whatever the
been
community has
keeping
to
an
do.
eye on the channel with the tournament times in it and seeing when people are trying to plan things. And it's reasonable that people are trying to actually plan things around work.
There's some
different
very.
schedules,
That's the
school
other thing. A lot of the
schedules, across
people.
world schedules.
A lot of people that are in the tournament are streamers as well, to one degree or another. So man, check out some of the high level gameplay streams are pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, those are fun. I think Chili had linked the multi-stream, so you got like 3 different people streaming the same game at once. You could be like, "Oh God, behind you!"
It was good. It was good. So look for those. They pop up every so often in the weekly challenge stream channels, or even sometimes the tournament times channel. One of those 3 channels that usually pops up into. So.
If you're trying to stalk the people.
Oh, and here I am sitting here talking about our channels. If you guys are new and don't know, we're a very active Discord community. There's a link right below the stream. You guys can click join. It's free. It's fun. We have a huge community, 1,000+ people.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, all those people have to subscribe to our YouTube now.
I mean, I don't want to pressure anybody. Don't subscribe if you don't like us. That's really important. Also, downvote, because I think Ben is in this episode, so it's really important to just downvote.
Somebody's gonna do it. I don't know who you are.
It's only when you're alone. It's only it's anytime you're on. I thought that problem is worse
the time that I'm on. Yeah. And you know what? Whatever. Somebody called me a dork once the other day.
That
I guess that was the other month. Yeah, I don't know. It's whatever will I do. All right.
Okay, so let's get to the real meat and potatoes.
The meat and potatoes. So we've got our winners for both challenge mode and single player for the official editor
contest. This is a contest that's been running for a month now.
About that, yeah.
Like close to a month. We had a lot of submissions. We had 35+ submissions come in for this. We've already told the people that won that they won.
Yes.
We formed a channel on Discord
we don't
to
have to
communicate
talk about
with them.
what we've done with the winners.
Just that we've started a dialogue with them, so they already know. But the rest of it is here. It is. There's we were limited in our choices, so some of these decisions were very tough. We were only allowed to do 12.
Yeah, so we landed on 12 challenge mode levels. We had a list of more than 12 to begin with that we considered very highly. But then we thought about how many are in base game, how many we want to put in DLC. We didn't want to go like significantly over. So it was important for us to curate it to be 12
there's
to
6
have
on a
unique
page.
things. Yeah.
And so we did 2 pages of 6, so it keeps everything even. That way no one in the office has OCD problems. Keeps it all even.
And if your guys' levels weren't picked, it was because
We hate you.
No, it was it was because it was legitimately hard to pick, like, get it down to 12, because we definitely had more.
There were
than
some
12.
very intense conversations
Yeah.
and strong opinions about levels, and it came down to some very minor details.
Yeah.
Um,
We could have picked up to 20, actually. That was the number that we were like, hey, Mike, if
Yeah,
you
we
want
thought-
20, we can get you 20.
We
And
thought
he
we
was
had
like,
20.
no, maybe we should do less than that.
There's also 9 single-player levels that made the cut as well.
Yes.
We've managed in the last couple of days. People just submitted single-player levels. Some of them had plots, some of them didn't. Well, most of them had plots.
They had some sort of
plot.
yeah.
And we put them in an order that makes sense with the difficulty progression, and now we're working on stitching together a story that isn't great, but will kind of get everything.
It'll be all right.
It'll be all right. That's
So,
exactly what it
and,
is. The gameplay will be a lot of fun. Let's
We've
focus on
also
the gameplay.
requested everyone send us their overload files so that we can get them in order and then have weapon unlocks and upgrade points and all of that makes sense
because
for a campaign as well.
some of the levels have restrictions with what weapons they need to have and don't have. So we needed to remove some weapons and place other ones. We also needed to, like Ben said, scale up the upgrade points. There were some that had like 1 or 2 upgrade points, and we're like, well, that's not quite enough for the 4th to last mission in the campaign or whatever. But yeah, it's a 9 mission campaign, and we're not going to spoil any of the story on here. We're not going to even talk about it. It'll just come out when the DLC comes out, and that's up to you guys.
All of this to say you should be excited about it. We're putting in effort above the things that have already been up to par submitted by the community.
At the end of the day, we just wanted to really have community maps out there for people.
Yeah.
But we wanted to show our support for them, so we stitched it together in kind of a story, made it so that they're more enjoyable to play, hopefully. All of the challenge mode maps, we're still working on getting leaderboard support for those, but that should be in eventually.
I'm definitely vouching for that. I think, especially because if you guys are paying money for it, there should be more incentive than just, hey, you got a campaign that we sort of strung together, and here's a bunch of maps you could have gotten for free anyway.
Also, to cover, the people that won will be paid. We are paying them a Hooray You Won fee, and they will receive royalties. So every time somebody buys the DLC package, it goes to support not only our studio, but also the people that made these maps directly, and we will pay that all the way out until the end of time, or when the package goes to freeness. So
yeah,
if it goes to freeness, I don't.
There's
like
a chance.
40 years
I
from
don't know.
now, I think it might be free. I don't know. Blizzard's still charging me a lot of money for Warcraft 3.
In 19 years when Overload 2 comes out. or rather, the spiritual successor to Overload comes out. We'll
do we
call it
need
Overwatch.
soundtracks to go with the maps?
So no, because right
There's
now
a problem.
we don't actually still support custom music in custom maps, which we're looking into doing it. But for right now, just the way streaming music was set up, it's harder to do than just
I
that.
believe Matt said, I have no idea how to do this or if it's even possible. We'll look into
Something
it.
like that. So I don't want to
he's
give
checking it
a
out.
definitive no, but because we want to get this DLC out pretty soon, I'm not gonna say, hey, you guys want to make 9 music tracks? Well, I guess 7 because Mr. Nightmare Cat, who is in chat, submitted a couple of tunes. But without further ado, let
here's
me
our list.
read off the list of winners.
Well, that's really trippy when you do that. No, I can't
Well,
see if I'm smiling anymore. I
can't
don't know
see
if
your
my
face.
face is doing okay.
So the challenge mode maps, and I'll list them by author and then by map. So Miasmic submitted 3, and we chose all 3 for Belted, TBDB, and Turnstile. Maki, we chose. Oh, I guess this is actually all.
Where are you reading this list from?
It's from right here.
Oh, okay.
Maki, we chose for Fuego, which was his challenge mode map, and then he also submitted 2 single player maps: Titan Geothermal Plant and Titan Cryostasis Facility. Kevin submitted. I think he submitted more than 2, but we chose 2. The challenge mode map Conviction and the single player map Sao Outpost. Chili Bus submitted 2, got 2 in as well, Meridian and Pyroclastic. Krusty submitted multiple maps, got 2 in. Stoneburner, his challenge mode map, and then Callisto Process was the single player map. Oberon submitted a few. We selected Lacuna for the winning map. Fishalith, who did a whole lot to contribute to this contest, he's actually done a whole lot of decal edits, which a lot of people have used in their maps, which makes them look very unique from the base game experience. And he submitted map Thermocouple, which we will play later on stream today. The thing about Thermocouple was it's enormous. So we're having Fishalith split it into a couple of different maps, and we're going to choose whichever one is up to par. We're confident that
the quality of the map is there. It is a giant, very good map.
So we're confident the quality will be there. We just needed something that fits a challenge mode map, sort of more consistent with what we consider a good challenge mode map in terms of its size. He's already submitted like a portion of it that is absolutely worth including.
But we would like to see the other ones to compare them, to pick the best.
It's a big enough map that I like any section could.
I think we were discussing it. Yeah, we said that you could easily get 3 maps out of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he submitted one very quickly, and it still works, functions, and is beautiful. So yeah, we're confident that one of those other ones or that one will be the choice.
Yeah. Astro, I'll get back to you on that real quick. Yinit for Chromatic Destination, which was a challenge mode map. He had a few submissions. It was really tough to choose 2 between Yinit submissions because in the effort to shrink it down to 12 maps, Yinit had like 3 maps that we were considering, and it was unfortunate that we had to only pick one, but
yeah, at the very end, the maps that we had narrowed it down to, we're like, okay, we need to eliminate one of these last 2 maps, and we're like, and they're both from Yinit.
I mean, you know, at least he was guaranteed inclusion in the winner's circle.
That's a very positive way of looking at that.
Llama for Opception, we actually ran that map a few weeks ago for one of the weekly challenges to set a high score on. DH for Pyre, that was one of the first maps we actually got when we started doing the level editor. I believe DH was a part of the initial beta program as well. So that's kind of cheating, right? He had a head start on the level editor.
Well,
no, it's
not
all,
really cheating.
It's all fair because we told you guys when we're doing it all. Nebula Fang got both Nyx and Owyncia Station in the single player campaign, and Swing Arm 1032 got 2 single player maps in as well for Miranda Outpost and Aerial Iron Mine. So Miasmic, you missed us.
You missed like everything. Miasmic, what do I miss?
Well, Miasmic, you already know who won everything. So, so those are your winners. The single player campaign will go in order of.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them. Don't tell them anything.
Right,
nothing about the single player. You guys get nothing.
Fine. Oh my god.
If they won, they get to know, and that's only because we can't not tell them.
Well, we haven't told them yet. We're just requesting their overload files so we can throw things in there.
Yeah, you guys. I don't want to put out spoilers unless we absolutely have to. There's enough people in the community that like absolutely hate spoilers. We can drop it in the spoilers channel at another time if you want, but honestly, I don't think we need to bother with that.
Yes.
Ryan went through and placed and moved all of the assets that we needed for the single player campaign. We stitched it together in order. We had to rename some of the places.
Yeah, hopefully you guys are okay with us taking a few liberties to make sure that it's actually
But
a
I promise
cohesive campaign.
everybody will be credited for their work, and it will make at least a little bit of sense, which is pretty much what we can go for here. So,
Yeah.
And we've played it. We've played through the campaign several
It feels
times,
pretty
and it
cohesive
feels
now, yeah.
it feels pretty decent progression-wise. So we're gonna keep working on that. Hopefully, get you guys something that's a polished final version of everything.
Hopefully, indeed.
But yeah,
I think we'll get there.
so that's it. Wait,
it's-
Astro had a
it's coming
question.
along
What was
pretty
it? Do you remember what his question was?
Astro was saying, are these challenge mode maps going to be multiplayer?
Oh yes, I remember this question. now.
So it's a complicated question because maybe we are very close to having multiplayer map exporting in the editor for you guys. I don't want to commit to saying anything yet. These maps can be exported as multiplayer levels potentially. The thing is, we need to still get the support in to actually have you guys be able to play custom multiplayer maps. We are considering making some of these challenge mode maps also just base game multiplayer maps and just patching that in. But I'm also not going to commit to that either. It's potentially a good marketing tool to have these maps like in multiplayer, and it's like, hey, if you want to play them in challenge mode with leaderboard support, get the DLC. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Johnny's asking if we're going to make some adjustments to multiplayer. People are working on that.
Adjustments. He's saying, are we playing? Oh, are
What
we?
is-
Oh, yeah,
what is-
you're right. You're
What
right.
is this part right here?
All
Can
right,
you read
yeah.
that?
So, I guess we already did talk about this a little bit beforehand. Yeah. So with console work coming down to basically completion.
It's real close, you guys. I know I've been saying this for weeks.
We are planning on doing some more. I've absolutely been getting the conversation rolling with a lot of people. What did I bring up the other day? So there were a few things. Let me see if I still have this here. Oh, wait.
Diamond Wolf, if you want to know what
It's
level
all
1
this
is,
stuff.
you can DM me in Discord and I'll tell you.
You don't
That's the same
have
for
to.
anyone. If you guys want to know what level 1 is,
All
I
right,
will leak that to you personally.
Let me
Don't
bring
be a
up
jerk.
these talking points that I
Oh
was
yeah,
gonna say.
talking points.
Okay.
Look at those.
So for multiplayer,
Multiplayer.
co-op is like never gonna happen.
Yeah, probably not. Nope. That's
Join in progress is probably never gonna
never
happen.
gonna happen.
Hosting servers non-LAN that other people can join
Not in progress.
is, especially if we're gonna especially if we're going to support custom multiplayer maps, we would sort of need to implement that. So that's going to be a thing that is going to take some work and some time, but it is on our list of, yeah, we should probably do that.
A hot maybe. Let's give that one a hot maybe.
And then preferring servers is another thing that we are looking into right now. And those are the big two things that we're going to be looking into recently, or in the coming future, in the coming weeks ahead. The thing about a server browser and join in progress is the game was never meant to support that. We sort of threw together multiplayer. I don't know if you guys have been around since early access. We threw together multiplayer in like a month. And
well, that makes it sound like we weren't trying.
well, we tried real hard to get it to work
Tried
in
real
a
hard to
month.
get-
And I think I mean, I don't want to.
Yeah, we did a pretty good job.
It's there. It works. It's not what everybody had wanted, but it's good to get you guys' feedback on it also. They're like, if you guys so
Oh wait, Mike had a deal. Mike
the
had a deal
joke.
for the
Yeah, I
whole
was gonna
community.
say the
Are you
joke.
gonna propose
The
to
joke in the office right now was
It's not a joke. I think he was serious.
okay. So if what was it? 100 of you could get 25 people to buy the
it was,
game.
I think it was 100. I'm pretty sure.
No, it was either 25. We need 2,500 sales
in order to do it, and
like
we're just not
like
seeing
in
that
a
happening.
week. We need a change.org petition of people who have newly bought the game saying they want these things.
It's just Like,
Okay, that's the joke.
we're not made of money, I think, is the story there.
That is the sort of TLDR
All of this
version
costs
of it all.
many dollars.
But so being able to prefer servers and say like I don't ever want to join the server. The reason we didn't do it from the start was, and a lot of the reasons for a lot of multiplayer decisions from the start was that we knew the player base was going to be small, and we knew that we wanted to do as little as possible to fragment the community, which is why we've only got 3 playlists, and then there's LAN and private matches. I know there's a lot of opinions on what a server browser would do for the community. We did not hold those same opinions when we came out with multiplayer, and now we're sort of reevaluating now that we actually know where our multiplayer community stands.
And how big our multiplayer community is. If this was, if we had 40,000 people playing all the time, then this would be a different scenario. But
right.
Anyway,
and matchmaking would work, as it should if we had, hundreds of diamond tier players, and then you would actually not lose ranks for playing against people at diamond tier if you beat them. But the way it's implemented right now, because the player base is so small, that's just sort of how the ELO rating works. It's not even really an ELO rating. I remember when it was implemented too, Luke was sort of adamant that it wasn't supposed to be a sort of competitive ranking, more of just a where you stand, which I don't know.
It was just supposed to be able to match you up with people that were closer to your skill cap and stuff.
Saying it like that though is also sort of saying 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So it's like
not really, because competitive is like, you're rank 88, just 5 more kills to rank 89. You can do it. Really pushing it.
So Luke, the custom maps in multiplayer, the thing is, we need to have it so that the server knows what map it is, and then all of the clients also have to have the exact same map.
The exact same map.
So we need to have systems in place so that that's guaranteed to happen.
And we don't right now.
So it's sort of there's a handful of things that have to go into getting this to work, but it's all on the docket. Yeah, so that's another thing, right? Having a server that lets you download maps is not at all something we have right now.
Not at all.
So that we'll see. I'd still also like to have Steam Workshop support so that you can guarantee to have it from the Steam Workshop. But that all also comes back to having or being able to host a dedicated server, which we're not there yet. You can do it for LAN, and we have tested custom maps on LAN internally, and they work.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to promise anything, but we're
baby steps.
We're getting, baby steps.
Baby steps.
Let's say baby steps. All right.
Let's play some games, man.
Yeah, we'll answer some more questions throughout the stream as you have them. Let's hop into game. You know what? We've already wasted a ton of time. You want to just hop into Thermocouple?
I do want to jump.
All right,
in
you want to play it?
Dude, yeah, I'll play it.
All right.
Play it.
Here, let me bring this over here so we can see what our...
Oh, yeah. Get it over there. So now, am I close enough to the camera now? Is this good? Do you guys like that? Okay. I gotta turn your sensitivity down, probably.
No, I haven't messed with it since last week.
Okay.
We're there.
Crap. I've already forgotten what buttons I need.
It's all the way at the end. So you'll be able to see all of the submitted maps which we've been playing. Oh yeah, see me, Asmic. Sorry you can't join us today. I mean, besides this.
Lancer, what else do I want? Cyclone, Thunderbolt, sure. Missile pods. I kind of want Novas. I like time bombs. I don't know, maybe Devastator. I like trying. You know what? I want. No, it doesn't matter. None of this matters. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just showing this level more than anything else.
You're playing Infinite mode too, anyway. You could have just played Countdown.
I like Infinite.
Yeah, but being guaranteed 5 minutes.
Alright, that's a good point.
You
know what? I'll tell you what. I'll make it up to you. I'll make sure I die at the 5-minute mark.
Alright,
okay, so...
What are you playing on? Hotshot?
Yeah.
Alright, you'll be alright. So this was Thermocouple. This is a map that we are going to take but we're going to have Fishlith. I don't know if I've ever.
So let me show you. Here I am down here in this room. Let me show you this map, though.
All right, that's a good room. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
this
okay.
is the map.
All right. Yeah.
This is like a single player size map, and this is a challenge mode.
That's like his biggest.
This is a
outpost.
huge map for a single player, man. But if you, as we fly through, like,
fantastic.
Look at this ice. We got nice big corridors, wide enough to let bots through. We got interesting choices. The lighting looks pretty good.
The lighting's phenomenal. It transitions from ice to regular cave. Yeah, the keyboard does that.
We've got fun things in here. The ice place looks interesting. There's all these like ravines. This whole thing is just absolutely awesome.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Okay, let's go back up. Let's go up to the top portion because we're in like some sort of bottom.
To the top portion too.
I don't
That's
remember
another that's another sort of little issue. Can you put markers on a
so
challenge
I gotta go
mode map?
down, left,
I
up.
think it's been a while since we had to try to do that.
Down, left, and there should be like.
Oh yeah, there's the arrow. There it is. All right, you know what?
So let's break into the upper part.
Yeah. I don't know which way is down.
He does a very good job. Yeah, he does a very good job of making it so it just doesn't matter which way is up. It's not like.
There you got it. So I think this is the portion that we got recently. We're using the updated shaders that are easier on your computer or console.
Oh, something is trying to kill me. Something is hunting me. So just really good. Really good stuff in here. Nice lighting.
You'll notice
nice details.
that there's not a whole lot of auto-wops shooting.
Well, they are coming, but
they can pathfind though
throughout
the level because
I don't want to do
they're pretty good at navigating mazes.
If this had narrower corridors, this would be extremely difficult for the bots to do anything about. They would just get stuck someplace and hang out there forever. But he did nice wide-ish corridors. I don't remember if there's an energy center. I think there is, but I don't remember. Maybe not. Probably not, right? Challenge mode doesn't have energy centers, right?
A lot of submitted maps have had energy centers in them.
Oh, what do I
We don't have any in base game.
We're about to run out of that, so let's go to this. Oop. So I'm just hanging out in this room. I don't think this is quite the top. Come on. Oh, it is the top. Okay, so I'm over the top. Right. So I can go, as I say, just completely wrong information. Go down to this. Look at just nice lighting on all these things.
Yeah,
it's got arrows to tell me where there's little pathways.
And the arrows are different colors.
Colors, which I think is Fishlith's thing.
Yeah.
If he did the arrow decals.
Oh, this room is like my favorite room in the whole.
Yeah, with the ice patch, and then there's this little cross thing down here below. This is good. This is a fun room here because you got bots coming from like all these different areas. This is a user made this. What are you guys? Just crazy.
Will it be on sale? Okay, so Overload, I don't think we've put the base game on sale. There's the bundle with the soundtrack. Did we put it on sale?
Did we put what on sale?
Did we put the game on sale?
Yeah, it went on sale when we announced that we're going to be at PAX 10.
Oh yeah, you're right. We did do that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we put it on sale once for 3 days when we announced PAX 10. We are planning on having sales during Steam summer sales and winter sale and I can't guarantee that we're going to be a part of every sale that Steam has, because Steam's got a lot of rules on when you can put the game on sale
and other weird things like that.
And I don't want to commit to saying yes, we're going to put the game on sale because that's sort of not up to me.
What do you mean sort of? It's 100% not up to you.
Well, we have discussions about it.
We do.
So,
our feedback
we plan on putting the game on sale periodically. So if it's on your wish list, keep an eye on it. Put it on your wish list so that it'll let you know when it is on sale.
So as you guys can see, like the bots just are gonna constantly kind of stream in one.
Yeah, this one's kind of as much as it looks good, it's the least gameplay funnest.
but
Let's
we
not
thought we
over-
would show it in its entirety because it is just.
Yeah,
This is a good
it's-
level. It's just huge.
And we did get sent this like upper portion.
That I just
And-
left.
Yeah, but I mean, you hung out there for a while. But it works really well as a level, as just that portion of the level. And that's why we had determined that we would, at the very least, take that. But if he can sort of combine them all into different elements, we may consider
It was
a
it was an interesting voting system because we had talked to him and said, hey, you know, is there anything that you can do about making this smaller because we all really like it. And he said, yeah, and he gave us a demo, and we liked the demo.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting there voting on all of the maps, and we're like, okay, we can only have 12 slots. And then everyone's like, well, for sure, he's getting one of them for this one.
Yeah.
Like, one is for sure going to happen because we like the demo so much. We like the original map so much. So, got a guaranteed spot, a buy, as it were. And whatever comes out, like if one of the other levels is even better than the demo one, then wow, everyone wins, right? But at the absolute worst, it'll be a good level.
Exactly.
I'm in.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just gonna say, I'm throwing myself to the wolves here. I don't want to be here forever.
Alright, yeah, that's fair. We can hop into multiplayer after showing this one off. You could just quit to, whatever.
What? No, champions don't quit.
You want to get the champions don't quit. They suicide.
That was, I mean, I thought that piece of wall was gonna crumble at any second.
All right.
Okay.
So that was Thermocouple.
That was Thermocouple in
figured
its
we'd show it
in its
off.
giant
Yeah.
entirety.
But that'll be split up for the actual DLC inclusion. But we didn't necessarily want to show off anything guaranteed to be in the DLC inclusion either.
We also wanted to show off.
Are we showing it off? Do we have time?
We should. What
Well,
time
yeah,
are we?
but if we've only got a half hour to
2:30?
play, multiplayer.
We'll show it real quick.
That's
We'll show it
trying
quick.
to-
I know.
no.
I was just looking at it because I like.
God.
What's wrong with you? It's hard to talk and pick things.
Tempest was the one that we wanted to
Yeah.
show off.
So we're gonna show off Tempest. This is a map that was quite good, but didn't quite make the cut.
Yeah, it was very close. Well, whatever. I'm not gonna say
Okay.
who was vouching for what. I think it was just
We like
too,
this map.
It was too inconsistent with the base game. Also,
It was in
and
our-
It was a little cluttered. Also, it had buttons in it.
It had buttons that didn't do anything. We don't like that. Not
It
a
was-
major deal, but it's not like a deal breaker. This one was. People didn't like this.
Yeah.
These are one way, and there's no
There's no
communication.
indication. Yeah.
That's
both
a
of
problem. So
those
you
are
have to like find the other way. We discussed like other ways that you could make them one way that did communicate the fact that they were
The
one way.
yeah.
I don't remember what all of them were. So here's what. That's what actually takes you in. But you can't go back in there afterwards. And you're like, oh, why?
So that was the biggest gripe a lot of people had with it.
Yeah. Which isn't even that big of a gripe because the rest of this map is pretty good. You got these little. It is fun to take those little zippy things. Then you jump into the middle and you get shot a bunch. So yeah, it's a good level. Small details gotta eliminate it. I'll show you guys what the map actually looks like. It's pretty cubey.
Yeah.
But that's nice because it has actually some verticality. You can drop down these tiers. It reminds me kind of Backfire, just a little bit.
More like
It's like
Foundry with how
sandwiches.
boxing
Yeah, I guess
all
that's
is,
true. But
right?
Foundry has a more Foundry-ish feel. This has more of a. Well, I don't know. I guess you're right.
Well, it is a different lighting than Foundry. Foundry is very dimly
I guess
lit.
the aspect that reminds me of Backfire is that it has like the cake layers. You know, like here's a layer of cake. Here's the next layer of cake.
Yeah, that's fair. Very distinct levels.
Yeah.
And
Tiers.
tiers. There we go.
Or
Parfait.
cake layers, as it were. Okay, so this was just a quick show and tell because we don't have a lot of time and I do want to play some multiplayer with you guys.
But this is an example of a level that like
That almost made it.
almost.
I mean, the quality of the level is there. Like, look at, see this doorway? It's big enough for more than one thing to get through. It's fun. There's flow to this map. Most of the doorways are that way. If there are any tight doorways, they're not super common, and there are multiple egresses so that you can't just camp a doorway. It's got a big open section. It's got tight corridor. It's got a couple of zoomers that work. Wind tunnels.
acceleration gates.
They are wind tunnels.
Yeah, but acceleration gate is
The geometry looks
official-
good. There's interesting wall details. The lights look good. I mean, there's like so many pluses about this. There's an interesting little angle thing here. It's not all straight walls. There's pipes in the floor. You know, come on. There's grates. There's things under the grates. All pluses. The other thing is its performance. Like, look, they didn't have so many segments that when I fly through the middle or something like that, my performance drops every time. There's not so many particle effects going on that it tanks my performance. These are all things that matter.
And there were a handful of factors that set some apart from others. So, like, if something wasn't quite as qualitatively good, but, like, was very fun to play, or, you know, if something used very unique features, we may have considered that a little bit more highly. It's hard to say exactly what we use to judge all of them, because we sort of
Our
judge
opinions.
them. Well, yeah, but we judge them each on a case-by-case basis and sort of analyzed all of them independently from each other until it came down basically to the final, like, 12, when we had about 14 that we wanted.
Yeah, and we did do all of this on, you know, our own. We each made our own lists and came together as a group and then discussed our list. So it's not like, you know, our opinions would be tainted or anything like that.
Yeah.
Try to keep it as sciencey as possible here. Basically a laboratory. We do a lot of science here. I'm gonna die here in a second.
What?
Oh, I was trying to kill myself with the Devastator really fast.
Trying to get that
Our opinions.
the cool ass achievement.
Who were all the judges? It was Ryan, Ben, myself. Giant came in for helping us sort out some of the ones at the end, and then we asked Mike to take a look at some of the levels as well. That's pretty much it. And I think Luke saw some of them, but he was out for the judge period. Like he had things he had to do. Yeah, I think that's it. I didn't miss anybody else. Chelsea was super busy with PS4 stuff.
Yeah. Speak up.
And Matt's
All right.
really far away.
Let's
Okay.
hop into multiplayer.
Yeah, let's play some multiplayer. Play private match. Let's do.
Bump it up to 8.
What level do I want to play?
What level do you want to play?
I want to play Vault.
I'm
play Vault.
Pay attention to me yawning. I'm sorry. I wasn't even up that late. What is this?
I want to play Thunderbolt, Time Bomb. Yep, that's what I want.
Yo, what up, Firestorm? See you later, Nightmare Cat.
Power-ups. Thunderbolt, Time Bomb. Yep,
Oh,
this is what I want to do.
We busting out the
starting it now.
Thunderbolt Time Bomb
I get to go
right
first.
out the gate.
I get to go first.
All
I
right.
get to make the rules. Oh man, Lord Firestorm. What up, man?
You hit back instead of create.
I did. That's true. Oh, bam. That's a good password. I don't know.
You know what? I was ever testing the other day. I don't even. You know
Let's
what?
try. We have been in and out of multiplayer a lot. Basically, float the whole map, stay in the same orientation. Are there any maps that have a lot of vertical or diagonal
I think
orientation?
verticality was a big thing.
Verticality
that
was.
a lot of us
We put
factored in
yeah,
to a lot of
There
the
were definitely
winning submissions.
points for verticality. Let's go with
I think like Stoneburner
Wheat.
off the top of my head is like
the password is
cool
wheat.
vertical one. Chili Bus's submissions had
It's
a
right
lot
there.
of cool verticality.
See it,
Alright.
everybody?
Wheat.
It's still
Why
up there.
wheat?
I don't know, because people would have a hard time randomly guessing that. So join up if you guys want to play. All right, I'm in. Somebody is willing to play with us. Oh, we got Ohio servers. Yes.
Boom! Oh, we did also.
Oh
get-
my gosh, what is this? It's
We
filling up.
We did get Virginia
Oh my God.
rebooted as
We did,
well.
and Oregon. Oregon was
it
earlier.
took a little bit to get it rebooted.
Uh-oh. This is gonna be a problem.
We're
You guys ready?
looking into making sure servers don't do that too. We've already had a system in place where they reboot on their own about once a week.
But then we figured out that there's a way for them to not do that.
Yeah, so we're
if they encounter a problem, they can get around not rebooting on their own, and we have to force it. So Jeff's looking into.
Oh, are we gonna try to join the voice channel?
Oh, we should join the voice channel. Let me see. Wait, you have Discord open over here, right?
Yeah, I got
You can
everything.
just join it, right?
Yeah, just scroll down a little bit to the comms channel. Oh, we already got some people in there. Is that what we're doing?
I don't think they're. Yeah, Tomcat's in there. Okay, we'll join in there.
All right, we're gonna see if this works.
This is ours now.
All right, if you're in Twitch, it's gonna be really weird because you're gonna hear two of us.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, everybody. Ready up? When you guys are ready?
Oh, we might need to turn this volume up a little bit.
Do we?
Well, I am having a hard time hearing everyone.
Oh, well, you have crappy headphones.
Alright,
The
that's
rest
good.
of the people streaming us, can you guys hear everybody right? Well?
Yeah, I
You're
can hear you.
good.
Okay,
All right, sweet.
there we go.
Oh man, this voice channel filled right up.
Yeah, man.
Hey, we love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for joining us on this Saturday. Also, it's really nice outside, so it's really hard for us to be inside. It's not much time
Yeah, I
before
got
it
nice weather out here too.
Soon it will snow, and we will be sad again.
Soon.
We love you in a hold still and let us shoot you kind of way.
All right, the rest of you guys, ready up so we can get in here. We want to get a couple of games in because we only have like 20 more minutes. So
I mean, I could stick around for a couple games after Ed leaves, but
Okay.
just because, you know, this is the one time that we get to showcase it to everybody.
Yeah, we don't get to do this very often. This is a tight map. There's going to be a lot of people.
Oh
down.
yeah, favorite map.
Oh yeah, it's Thunderbolt Time Bomb too, so
Here we go.
here we go.
Catch.
Oh my gosh. He just timed it right in his face.
Oh,
The jukes. Oh,
Ooh, some
never
oh
mind.
no.
Never mind there.
Now,
You've already
No.
used your
Oh wait,
time bomb.
I did.
Ooh,
It's
I
already
saw that
gone.
one coming there. Oh, he actually hit you with a Thunderbolt there. I thought that was gonna be a time bomb kill.
nice catch. Here. Put it down.
No, that's
Oh.
so bad. So bad. You round the corner and there's already a time bomb going off. Okay, I'm not going.
I mean, you
oh,
did
man.
get pretty baited with that time bomb.
I did.
There, though. How you not gonna go for it? You know? This is a very hectic map for
Oh, see,
that.
he knew to launch it right into the time bomb where I was going too.
You picked up the other one that you were about to hit up too.
Yeah.
That was double kill time bomb right there, and you
Don't judge me so harshly,
didn't pull the trigger. You did get a kill there though on top of it. All right.
dude. We know that I'm the worst one in
Yeah,
this
we
match right
take
now.
those, you know. Up.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, we gotta go.
See, this is why I usually play this on Foundry because it's a big map.
Dude, don't just enjoy it.
Wonder if it'd be
Enjoy
good
the
on
ride.
Series too. Oh.
Wait, that wasn't. Did I click that? Wow. All right.
That was some interesting.
That was not an intentional click.
Well, there was.
Yep.
You almost had it.
Yep.
Hey, you,
I got time, man.
you picked up a kill there. You know. Not bad. Not bad.
There we go.
See, the thing is,
That was
Astro,
a clean
I'm
one.
fired,
That was
dude.
clean.
Garbage. There we go. There's some
You
retribution.
didn't even get the kill. I think you
Doesn't
got an assist, but
Dirty assist.
couldn't pick that one up either. Oh man. Bring around the Rosie. Let's go. Just getting warmed up. Getting warmed up, you know.
Dude, this is all gonna be warm up for me.
Oh. Nope. Whoa. Didn't get killed there. That was, you know, that's something. Got an assist. That's, not gonna keep you out of last place.
Thank you, Ben.
Hey, you can nickel and dime these guys to death and still win it.
Oh, in the butt.
No.
Got the damage on it. Can he finish the kill?
Catch.
No. Now that we still got a time bomb.
Come on, just step it up. I
Nice.
saw you like aim
I'm
for
out.
No.
Yeah, eat it.
That one.
the. You got a kill though. Look at that.
Hey, I'm tied for last place. Tied.
That's
Something.
admirable. That,
Hey, it's something.
there
It's
it
working.
is. He's
trying.
pulling up ahead
Oh,
now.
let it go.
Oh! Look at this guy. Point blank time bombs. Let's go.
Oh, those are the
Oh,
best.
that could be good. There it is.
Hey, watch Silk.
Another-
He really knows how to fling them.
Oh man, he's coming back into the middle of the pack here. Ooh.
I don't
Yeah,
want to
my
fight Terminal
brother-
right now. I
Dodging
don't want to
high
fight
fuck
Terminal right now.
just to run in.
There's middle of the pack. I'll take that.
Yeah, that's something. But that just also proves how close the middle of the pack is. Ooh. Oh, the whiff again. Another one. There it is.
Nice, nice.
Woo.
Good one.
That was close. You can
Two
do
off.
it.
2 off.
You can make it to the top 50th percentile.
Nope. That was a good read.
That was. Did you get an assist there? I think you
I
might.
don't think so.
All right. Woo. Woo.
Ooh.
Better
Oh,
get it. There it is.
Come on.
Oh, wrapping around the walls. Not gonna get the kill.
it's Holmes as it is.
Oh,
That was some cool physics. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I really like the Tom Bombs physics.
Who wrote that code?
no, no, do not want any
That
of
was
that.
was that Mike?
Oh my God,
Does Mike
oh my
do
God, no.
projectile code? Is that
Oh my God, you missed him and picked me up instead.
Nice.
Astro with the double?
I wish I streamed this
Oh
one.
my God.
I want
I'm
armor
so
left
glad
too.
you didn't.
Oh my god.
Public execution, huh?
Oh my God, and Slick picks
Oh.
up the time bomb that I was going for.
Hey, there it is. The clean pickup on Astra there.
Oh.
Oh. Just shoot in the general direction of people.
Thanks for the tip, Ben.
Yep.
That's good.
Yep.
It's a good tip.
You know?
Whatever.
Just
I'm in the
click
middle.
the head.
10. Just click the head. Why am I so bad at PUBG? I have a new strategy for you. Just click the head.
Up.
my.
Oh, Astro getting baited by that Thunderbolt there. You didn't even need the Thunderbolt. You start with one. Oh. That was a good. That was a good shoulder peek there.
Oh,
I saw that.
that had to be from behind. That had to be from
Saw that
behind.
further.
Get out of here
was
with
pretty
that.
It's like I kept him occupied. Oh, another double!
Damn, Astro picking up these clean double kills.
Astro, not the face.
In the face.
Oh,
Okay, that's gonna be long gone by the
Who
time I
hooked
get
that
there.
in?
who's just camping that corner there? That's dirty. That's dirty right there.
Bayman. It's a viable strategy if it works.
It sure did. Oh, oh.
Oh, there it is. Two fully charged, man. Maybe they weren't fully charged, but two good charged hits on Terminal there will do it.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's a murder hall over there.
Damn, Terminal with the
Oh!
shot.
Get out of here, Tomcat.
Oh, he had
It's-
respawned by
It's
then.
pretty funny when you just see the time bomb coming at you. And
That's
you're
why I
just
like time bombs. You
Well-
see him just coasting.
It's better when they do an end over end.
There it is.
Oh!
Got another one. Oh. Couldn't quite pick it up. Circle strafing. Ain't you watched Zero's video? Circle strafing.
Dude, circle strafing's too easy to read. You gotta go diagonal
Yeah, but
extra.
you gotta
Look
mix
at
up.
it, man. You know what? Whatever. I'm fine being below all of the diamond ranked players. I'm fine with that.
Oh, look at that. A stray Thunderbolt shot.
Dude, that wasn't
Gonna pick
stray.
it up.
Don't fucking
Oh,
take
that
it
was on
away from
purpose.
me.
All right. It was on purpose, everyone. That's what that is claiming.
Oh, holy murder.
I should not be getting these double kills. I just shouldn't.
You know, we take those, you know. There it is. I think he's gonna drop one of those too,
I
right?
don't think he is. He shot it.
No, did he? Alright.
Oh no, he didn't.
That's what I'm saying. There it is.
Woo! I don't
close
want
enough
any
for
of
a flick
this.
shot.
God,
Ah!
there's just nowhere to go. There's just people everywhere.
Well, you
Nowhere to
did pick
run
Vault
to.
as the
I
map.
know. I like Vault though. I wanted to play with a lot of people. Astro, get out of here. Your shenanigans.
No.
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 Ah!
Oh,
we traded.
the
I'll take
trade,
the
the
trade.
trade.
I'll take the trade.
I am not going in that hallway.
It's a bold move. All right, Terminal. Come get your medicine.
Oh, nice shot.
Thank you. Every once in a while, you know. Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yes, it is.
Woo!
There it is.
I had to wait until he fired his, so
Whoa.
he felt like the dominant species. I wanted that other one that's over there.
Nice.
Oh, maybe I get another chance at it. Woo! 2 for.
Oh.
Oh, come on! Come on!
No, you picked up one. You picked
I
up
wanted
one.
the double though. Astro was right next to him. Would have been good.
What did you have this score to?
I don't know.
Alright.
50.
You don't know.
50.
I didn't look.
50?
I didn't
Alright.
look at the scale.
Well,
I didn't look
if
at the
it's
scores.
50, it'd be 150, right? Because it's 3
The real
points per
question is,
kill.
what did you have the score set to? 'Cause
Yeah,
I didn't change it. It's going up fast enough. I don't think we could, like, even with the maximum number, I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
That's fair. There it is. There it is. There it is! The double kill. As was foretold.
Okay, we've been here too long. This is getting iffy.
Ooh, the
Like,
dodge.
that was a juke, though. That was for the record books, folks.
Didn't quite connect there, but
No, you know, you take them when you can get them.
that's fair.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Trade it,
Oh,
trade it.
another-
trade again. I'll take the trades. Look at what's this now?
Oh, top 50. Let's go, top 50th.
Oh, there
Oh,
it is.
you
I'll take
squeezed
it.
me
Yes.
out at the
Thank you
end.
for ending that while I was still just below the diamonds. I will take that. I'll take that all day.
Look at that.
It's all about the assists. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude,
All
look
about
at
the assists.
Slick
Look at
Sky.
that.
There's so many
See,
Slick
assists.
Jordan.
That's how
You need to
brag
finish,
your way
man.
to it.
That is a quantity.
Alright, are you trying to do one more before you head out?
No. I have to go exactly at 3. So as much as I
Exactly
I'll watch
at
you
3.
play. But if I got to dip, I got to dip. Thanks you
Alright.
guys for playing with me this week. Because at some point I'll have to dip. That was fun.
Hey, always.
Make sure I'm in this. Yeah, we'll probably only get about 4, so I'll probably let Ed leave and then play a few more with
Oh yeah,
you guys.
let me get right on the edge. Are you middle enough?
I don't
If
know,
I
whatever.
move my head
When you leave, I'll
right-
take a look at
Is
it.
this
It's
okay
fine.
like this, Ben? Okay.
You're good, you're good. we got there. Alright. Let's do some teams. Let's do friendly fire on, because why not?
That's mean.
Please, no, no.
What's the point of having a
Oh,
team
that's
if you're going to
gonna
turn
be
friendly fire
sick.
on?
Because one
For the
team
lulz,
wins.
I think is the
Because
proper.
one team wins. Yeah, is it the one that has the most diamond players? Is that the team that wins?
Alright, what's the theme of this one gonna be?
Death.
Lasers. The theme should be lasers, Ben. Things that glow.
So hot death.
Lasers. Is what we got. Lancers.
Lancer that glows.
Yeah, that's a good glowy one.
Laser vortex. Nova, impulse, cyclone, thunderbolt.
Do we? Ooh, how about this? You start with impulse cyclone,
Uh huh.
and then Lancer spawns.
Okay. And then you cry at night, or where's this going?
What do you start with secondary wise?
Novas.
Start with Novas.
Yeah, 'cause
Can't
Novas
pick
are-
up Vortex.
Novas are
Alright,
worse than
I can
Vortex.
take that. We'll do these.
Okay.
So impulse cyclone.
Yep.
You can pick up Lancers.
Start with Novas. There you
Nova.
go. That's it. You did it.
All right.
Good job, Reddit.
That looks good.
You might want to change your score limit. I don't know if you do or not.
I put it at 35.
Oh, okay.
I think that's
I
pretty
didn't
good. 15 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
What do I name this? Lasers. Alright, hop in. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Lasers. I wrote a paper in, what was it? like 8th grade or something like that on lasers.
Huh.
It was titled, and you're gonna love this, Lasers.
It was titled Lasers.
It was like at the time. The reason I remember this is because at the
Lasers
time
is
it was
the
the
best. Oh,
longest.
man.
That's when I learned that laser is an acronym.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, man. I want to see. You don't know if you believe me or not.
I don't
You
believe
have to
you.
go look it up later on.
I refuse to believe that laser is an acronym. That
That's fair.
seems like
That's
something I would know. Zuponic's in here? Yeah, he's in here. Wait, you're missing out on the stream. Didn't you get the at everyone in the revival streams? Oh wait, never mind. You already got it. Alright.
Oh, the password is lasers.
Well, it's too late now.
It's right up the. It's at the tippy top.
We got, he
It's
can't-
pronounced lasers.
Oh,
Excuse me.
Hey, that's an A right there. It's totally lasers.
Lasers. You should have done
Lasers.
OR. Lasers.
Laser. I'm a firing. Alright, I'm not gonna quote 2010 memes.
Astro, ready up.
Or
Yeah, I literally just got back.
That's
2010.
no excuse.
Be
No
patient.
excuse. We don't have
Be
that. I
patient.
don't know.
We don't
what-
got time.
I was gonna say,
and
I
we
don't know
got-
what in the like
I mean, I
25
got-
minutes
I
of
got
knowing
time.
me makes you think that I'm patient, but that is not true. Oh, I was supposed to tell people stories about because there was conversation about being ankle deep in custom. Somebody said during the week that I was ankle deep in custom, meaning the maps.
Yeah,
And-
but you
and-
were also just kind of accidentally leaving your thing on.
No,
I
it
forgot.
wasn't
Is
accident.
Friendly Fire on?
Ben, let's just be really. Yes, it is. Friendly Fire is on.
Friendly
boy.
fire is on. Try
Oh,
not to
that
kill
would have
your
been nice
teammates.
to know.
Hey, we
That would've been
had a whole
Put it out
discussion
when you
about
first
it.
started.
Okay.
Oh, get wrecked.
Hey, I gotta kill.
Yeah, well,
I gotta. Alright, I can't have a free mouse.
you can turn the
There
sensitivity
we
up
go.
if you want to.
No, I've had it on whatever this is.
Goodbye.
Didn't you turn it up? Isn't that what you did last time when we
no.
were doing?
I turned it down to 33 or 30.
Oh, yeah.
Mid 30s.
No, that's fine. I don't mind having it kind of low. Alright, let's just do
I
that.
probably in the Thunderbolt one could have turned it up, but
Come on,
for
Novas.
Driller I can't.
Oh,
man,
Oh, Astro picked up the Lancer from somewhere.
and he's using it.
Got in the way. Oh
My
boy.
story for everyone
Fuck.
that's not like super into this is I've been detained at customs twice.
Twice?
It's twice. But those were just like once it was when I was a little kid, and like we went a bunch of. I used to live in Michigan, and back in the day when I was a kid, it was really easy to cross the Michigan-Canada border. Like you didn't need passports and all that jazz, so you would just go. You would just drive over. But I was younger than having that, and we went on vacation with a bunch of other families. We were all going up into Canada together to like go cross-country skiing. And all the kids were in one car and all the adults were in the other. And the kids' car got stopped at the border and searched, probably because we were talking about bombs in the back of the car. But that was only because we were told by our parents not to talk about bombs. And of course, when you're a little kid and they're like, okay, don't talk about bombs at the border, it's really serious. The first thing
That's
you're gonna
literally
do,
all you're gonna talk about.
yeah, that is 100%
Yeah.
what you're going to talk about. So that was the first time we got detained. The other time was when I was dating a girl, and we were going to go camping in Canada. We came back, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, it was like super late, and we got stopped at the border, and the guy, there was no one else. There's like 4 border lanes open. We picked one of them, and the guy just sat there forever, and he's like, you know, where were you? What are you doing? And I think he was just really bored because he got really into it, and then asked us to pull over and took our car apart for an hour. It was fun.
Was
that was
it
that.
fun?
But the story that I wanted to actually tell, the one story that I wanted to tell was I worked for a company a number of years ago where
Oh, damn it.
I did inventory work overseas, and I flew over there and I finished my work early, and I was coming back. So I'm flying out of London Heathrow Airport, coming back to the United States as an American citizen, and they had started doing like this pre-customs thing where they ask you a bunch of customs questions while you're still in England before you even get on the plane. And so I'm standing there, and I had never gone through this before. Like this is a new element of customs. And someone else, my company had booked the ticket, and I didn't realize that they had booked a round-trip ticket for me. but I was not planning on taking another trip back to England. So they had changed my flight itinerary, and because it was cheaper, they bought a round-trip ticket for me. My intention was to never fly again afterward. But the person that was interviewing me at customs could not wrap their head around the fact that I was not planning on coming back. So I'm standing there, and they're like, okay, when do you plan on coming back? And I'm like, oh, I don't plan on coming back. And they're like, what do you mean you don't plan on coming back? And I'm like, yeah, I'm just going home. And they're like, well, why did you buy a round-trip ticket? And then I had to explain to them that I didn't buy the ticket. And they're like, oh, you didn't buy the ticket? Someone bought this ticket for you? That's never what you want to tell somebody at customs, because then they're super interested in everything that you're doing. So I had to stand there, and the plane is full. I am the last person to get on this plane, and they are waiting for me to get through this pre-customs before I can get on the plane.
So
And
you
I
were
had-
that guy.
I was that
holding
guy
everyone
that was
up.
holding up everybody else. And I had to very, like, calmly and carefully explain that someone else at my company bought this ticket for me. And I was like, I'm going to take the ticket when I get home. And she's like, what are you going to do with the other half then? And I'm like, well, I'm going to take it and throw it in the garbage. And I made the little gesture and everything. And these are people that speak my language, so it was really a shitty thing to say to them. But I was at the end of my rope. Like, I had been traveling for multiple days at this point. This is just my last stop before getting back to the United States. And she's like, all right, fine. Like, at the very end, she's like, all right, fine, whatever. And I made it back home, and that was it. And while I was on the plane, I filled out my card very carefully, like my customs immigration card very carefully. And I land, and I had receipts for everything. I had the exact dollar amounts for all the items I'm declaring. I was bringing back alcohol. I had like very strict amounts that I was allowed to travel in the EU with, and so like getting back to the United States, I had to declare all the amounts. Anyway, I get to customs and immigration, and I'm standing there, and I'm ready to open my suitcase and like go through everything. And he's like, "Oh, so you were overseas? What were you overseas for?" And I was like, "Oh, work and a little bit of fun." And he's like, "Oh, okay. Have a nice day." And I'm like, "What? Like, he didn't even ask me for my sheet or anything. Can I look in your suitcase?" No,
You
he's
just
just like,
wanted
"Welcome." He
validation
said,
for the
"Welcome
work you
home."
did.
The guy said, "Welcome home to me, Ben." And I was like, "It's never felt so good to be freaking home."
Maybe you just look American
Oh
at
my
the time.
god! All right.
American paranoia is real.
That's my story for you guys. It wasn't great, but
Story time
I have
for
been
Medic.
through the border so many times, and actually was detained another time. But that's
Where did this detaining at the border
They
come
don't do
from?
like I
Alright.
must look suspicious. They never find anything because I'm never bringing anything across that's illegal. But they sure
You're a
love
white
looking,
person.
and that's like. Maybe they're just practicing. Maybe I sweat. Maybe my heartbeat is visible in my throat just all the time.
are
I don't
sweaty.
know. But
Mr. Krabs getting all sweaty again.
yeah, so I guess I've been detained. They've never like cuffed me or put me in the little room, but they always put you in this very depressing room, like general assembly room, where like the toys have never been cleaned in their existence. The floors are of questionable integrity, and you just have to hang out there while they like tear your car apart and bang on it with things. Fortunately, they've never like gotten super invasive or anything like that, and like forced
We're
repairs.
gonna
or anything.
have a pretty chaotic.
That story was really awesome, and you're 3 minutes late.
I know. I'm 3 minutes late. I'll run to my car, but anyway. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for everybody that submitted levels. I had a really good time checking them out. I hope you guys like the campaign that we come up with, the story, and I'll talk to you guys next week.
That's the password. It's
That's it. Bye, you guys.
Later, guy.
Later.
Bye, Ed.
Oh, sunglasses. I need these.
All right.
Almost done.
Just push that way.
Okay.
All right. Let me center myself here. Center myself. All right.
Find your center.
Mentally or physically?
Bad. All right. I'm gonna run the show for a few more minutes.
Yeah, that's
Probably
the
only
West Coast.
do about 2 more games probably, and we'll wrap it up. I'll introduce next week's weekly Discord challenge. Another one compliment of Giant, who isn't here right now, but whatever.
Spy a chili.
Chili,
That's
why aren't
me.
you in the
I'm here.
Discord voice channel, or are
I'm
you?
in the Discord voice.
Oh, that's
channel.
you.
Ah, that's you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't know what your voice is. All right, let's do it. You know what?
Holy shit!
So I kind of knew this would be a weird idea.
This is absurd.
Delicious.
There's a whole lot of particles going on. This is, you guys are now part of a stress test for
Particles.
server particle limit. All right.
I was gonna say.
It's working fine.
It's good.
This room.
Just dump everything with.
Just mine
Okay,
it all
you know
up,
what?
why don't you? I'm
May-
out.
Maybe this wasn't the greatest of ideas for a map selection.
It's fine.
Well,
It's
we'll be
okay.
alright. Just dump creepers
it
in
is.
the middle area.
Creep
Shoot
creepers.
randomly.
Ghost creepers.
See,
Who wrote
who
the code
said
for that, too?
who says reflex needs a nerf? You can just shoot it wherever in here.
I'm out of power. I'm out of power. Wow.
That's why you got Crusher too. Alright, alright. I don't know where the safest place to actually be is at this
There is
point.
none.
Ow.
Yeah, my machine can't handle this.
Is there friendly fire?
No, this is
Friendly
free
fire,
for all. This ain't no teams anymore.
I mean, I could swear I'm hitting myself with the
yeah,
reflex.
Yeah, you can. Oh, you can't hit yourself with the reflex. You can hit yourself with your own vortex and creepers, though. That's a thing.
That's a thing.
Miasmic, what are you doing? I thought you're supposed to be working.
Mine it up.
If anyone's got any
Hey, you're on
suggestions
Thunderbolt.
for
Won't make the
custom
Trunk Creeper
rules, because this one was a little nuts, we can do like one more too. Yeah, death screen is the safe place.
The terror.
Oh.
What about Crusher?
Yeah, you can bust out the Crusher. You guys all have it. Vortex Lancer. Maybe do Vortex Lancer. Diamond Wolf, I like
Those
how you're
monitors
like
didn't
the
last
only
long.
one that hangs out in our YouTube. Everyone else is on Twitch, which I watch Twitch more than anyone else, but
Yeah, I've got an account there.
be sure to follow us on Twitch too. We should get subscribers and stuff. Why can't we have subscribers? What is this? Well, I guess you gotta get partnered. To get partnered, you gotta get that other thing. And to get that other thing, I don't know how it all works.
Yeah, I don't stream often enough.
Also, I don't know if we're like automatically disqualified from that because we use Restream to reach like a bunch of other things. I wonder if when like Xbox comes out, if people will actually watch us on Mixer. Ha!
Yeah, I use Restream to go to Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube.
It's like, why not, you know? Okay, I'll pick up a double and get out of there. Alright, pick up another kill here. No, I won't! Alright, you know what? This is what I get for making fun of Ed when I am also at the... also at the bottom of the table.
I have the most kills, deaths, and assists. This is great. Such a consistent performance.
Hey, you're well balanced.
A 1 KDA. Well, I guess actually KDA counts assists as positive points, so a 2 KDA. Damn. I have... Oh, I don't have the most deaths. That's like a first. Usually I have the most deaths. Probably because I'm bad at this game.
You're a coder. You should be like top dog.
Dude, there's something about playing every mission on like trainee with AI turned off that makes you bad at the game. The life of a video game tester isn't the life of a pro gamer.
Guess that's where we come in, huh?
Exactly. Yeah, I've gotten a couple of Fortnite solo wins. That means I'm good at video games, right?
My poor PC is crying in terror right now.
I'm pretty proud of this computer for holding up here. This is quite a show of reflex and creeper particles to behold.
Sure.
It's keeping up. It's doing it.
Overclock.
I think this PC is one of our most powerful. Ed's might be better than mine, but I'm not entirely sure. These also dual boot Linux, so that we can test that.
Linux, yeah.
We've gotten a lot of people glad that Linux is actually supported, which, like, I'm happy that we can support Linux gaming, even though it's kind of, like...
Non-existent.
Well, I was gonna be more polite.
They're just
and
happy to
say
have something to play.
More niche or something, you know, a niche community of gamers.
Steam support's gotten really amazing, especially with the new stuff they added, where
Yeah.
you could run Windows games natively without a bunch of hacks.
That's actually really cool.
Shoot.
And like
I used to-
wild that they did that.
I used to mess around playing games or playing this on my Mac, but you know, that's not all that great. And I was going to do the eGPU to where I could have an external card, but I don't know.
Oh my god, there is so many creepers there.
That reminds me, remember that one Steam review about that one person that had like that one MacBook and he was like trying to run this game?
What,
Or
on like a
something, I don't know.
10-year-old MacBook or something?
Yeah, it was like a
And
256 megabyte like VRAM sort of thing. I don't know.
good grief.
I don't want to like talk down on our community, but there's something to be said about the fact that a lot of our community are old Descent vets who like probably haven't bought a computer in the last like 20 years. And they expect, you know, a modern game to just work. On a
I guess you kind of
20-year-old
got me there.
That's not all. I remember one of the comments on that review was like, "Have fun playing on your wood PC."
Yeah.
That was great.
Listen, I appreciate, you know, people defending us, but I don't want people to be rude to people who are having issues either.
Yeah, this rig's actually not that old. I just haven't
Damn.
upgraded in a couple of years.
Chili coming up big with the 32 kills.
I'm the greatest person to have ever existed.
I know, Luke. Not everybody in our community, but a lot of people who have been complaining about performance, I imagine, haven't bought a computer in years. Alright, what do we want? Vortex Lancer? Alright, we can do some Vortex Lancer. Let's do it on a bigger map, why don't we? You know, I think Backfire would be pretty good for that. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna take those off. Vortex. I'm gonna let Time Bomb spawn in as well.
Go God.
Do that.
The
That's
homing time
That's
bomb.
fine. But only like sometimes. We're gonna do quiet windows. That was not you guys. That was me. I don't know why. We're gonna just leave these modifiers on because whatever. Backfire. Do we want to do teams for this one, or do you want to do
Do teams.
free-for-all? Do teams. All right.
We'll do teams.
We'll keep
Teams
it
kind
running
of
with
themes.
teams.
Teams
Keep
is a
it
theme
running.
this week anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah. So that is a good point. Okay. And we got a password. But a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, we're gonna include.
Mixing it up.
5 in that one. All right. Quickly go. I would say, like, if you join in on a few games already, give other people a chance, but, like, then everyone kind of just joins in anyway, so...
I spy a Jedi.
Alright. Who we got? Some imbalanced teams? Sure, why not? At least Terminal's got high ping.
All right, noobs, ready up.
So we'll do one more after this one. How about that? And then
Sure.
and then we'll call it. I'll introduce next week's challenge. Brought to you by Giant. Is this the chair that's in this? No, I don't know. Oh, that's probably just the thing. Whatever. Did Diamond Wolf get in here? This was his idea. No, looks like not. Sorry, Diamond Wolf. You're also gonna probably hear a whole lot of clicking.
Oh yeah. Oh, I do apologize for the noise, guys. I have a house full of people.
Oh, you're good. It only really like shows up
Damn.
when
Jeez.
oh my god, give me that quick triple kill. It don't it's only really evident when you start talking too, and it's not even that bad. Ah okay. Alright, okay. Alright, rest of the team, let's step it up now. Alright, alright. Oof. Hey, it's in the VODs. Top of the leaderboard. Backfire is one of my favorite for teams because I think it really benefits having teams just because like one team controls the upper, one team controls the lower. And it's like if you want to challenge it, then you better be ready.
Ooh, who slipped that in?
Oh my god.
Well, then wouldn't like the top be like the one that's worth like taking over because that one has like the super
Jedi saving it.
Generally, I mean the bottom does have like spawns as well though. But I guess if you can hold pillars and stuff better. Alright, alright. What do we got here? Slick's got some assists. Whoop.
Whoa.
Alright. I don't know why I'm following this, but I think it's a good idea. Oh, okay, never mind. It all worked out. Oof. I did not see that coming. Got it. Give me more vortexes. Yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah. Thank you. Whoop. Okay. Alright, you got my bad vulture.
Yeah, you're getting ganged up on down there, dog.
Alright, take that one. Whoa! Alright. At least I launched all my missiles in time. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Ah! Get me out of here! Alright, here we go. Oh, never mind. You're on my team.
Same.
Friendly
team.
fire's off. It's okay. It's alright. I can still see you. Reduce shaders OP. Yes. Alright, alright. I was in pursuit of that.
No, I just got a
Crash.
time bomb. No.
Ooh, that was close. That was closer than I would have thought it would have been, considering they had Luke and Terminal on the team. Not that I doubted the rest of my team, but in the end, I did have top kills. I did
You
have that.
represent yourself
Damn.
quite well.
Team on his back. Look at that.
All right, we'll do one more for the day. Where should we go? Where should we go? What should we do? I just kind of want to do no funky business. You can have whatever you want on. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn in front of all of you. We're gonna do everything on in the spirit of all of that. We'll do team one more time though. We could do a 4v4 team. Whatever you want to do. Let's go to Hive. I don't think Hive gets enough love.
Labyrinth also doesn't get love.
Yeah, that's fair. But it doesn't get it from me either. I don't know what to name it. You know what? Let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4 this time. I'm at the limit of my creativity. Alright. Oh yeah, no, I'm totally down to host Ronically stream. Somebody ping me in Discord when it goes live, because I'll totally do that. Like, at me in that. Alright. For the final game of the day.
Wow, we're out in London.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so the I think the way it reserves the server is it will find.
It wouldn't let me into any of the other ones either. Weird.
It will find who's got like okay ping and who's got good ping and then who's got terrible ping, and if you had terrible ping to one of the other servers, it just like eliminates that. But as you guys were sort of asking about before, it would be cool to have server selection as a thing in private matches, so that's something we're looking into for sure.
Sweet.
A lot of things that we're looking into, I can't guarantee that we'd ever get to, but you know, we're looking into a bunch of improvements that we can make on this.
Next month, right?
We'll see what's up. We'll see. Console launch, we have a date in mind, but I can't tell you because if it changes, then I'll just look like a piece of crap. So as soon as we finalize it, I'll actually let you guys know.
That's when those 40,000 multiplayer guys show up, right?
I'd like to think that it'll at least boost the multiplayer community a little bit. Having a digital only indie game.
25
Oh,
copies.
sorry.
No, you're good. But like having a digital only indie console game that has multiplayer, you know, it could benefit it. It can't hurt. And I think we've landed on a pretty good spot of how multiplayer
Forgot
with
what color I was.
controllers is balanced. Just with custom modifiers and stuff, mouse limiting, things like that. I like it. I like where we've landed on it. I know it's not gonna like please everybody, but I think it's good. I think it's a
Can't please
unique
them all.
way of balancing it. Yeah, we've had a ton of people asking for it on console. We've had a ton of people in that PlayStation trailer too, not ever hearing about it before, and it's like,
Oh wow.
thanks,
Overwatch
PlayStation.
DLC.
I was very triggered for like a whole day on all of that. I don't even know. I was tweeting some mad shade too that day.
Dang it.
But cross-platform works. I've talked about it in the past, but I'll just say again how cross-platform is going to work. PC can match with PC, Xbox, and PS4. Xbox can only match with Xbox and PC, and PS4 can only match with PS4 and PC. So if a lobby matches with a console, it will not be able to match with the other console afterwards. But but that's how
It's
it
got a
goes.
lockout mechanic.
Sweet. We'll have more meat. I mean, more players.
Indeed. More targets. Alright. But yeah, you can also disable cross-platform play if you so desire not to play with like PC if you're on console,
Thanks,
or if
Astro.
for some reason you don't want to play with console on PC, even though you probably would want to.
I'll try it out. Sure.
They don't have auto aim in multiplayer, do they?
No, so the way we decided to balance it all, because we had to keep in mind that people were going to be using joysticks as well.
What's that?
Hey man, you can't get some people out of old habits if they use joysticks. And Luke
He's
uses
tongue in cheek. He's using one right now.
Luke uses a joystick too, so it was to his interest as well that joysticks were well balanced. And if you guys were around for the multiplayer beta, it was a very heated discussion for a while until we actually ended on the custom modifiers. So multiplayer, like, lobbies have mouse limiting by default, which if you don't normally play with mouse limiting, let me tell you, it sucks. I don't like it. I don't like mouse limiting. So it sort of gets aim more in line to joysticks, where you can't necessarily just flick shot everything. And then beyond that, we added modifiers to take away mouse limiting, which joystick users would never need because they don't exist on that. And then the other modifiers, as you hopefully have messed around with in the customization menu, can do a lot of other things to benefit your ship, like more shields, better armor, things like that.
Yeah, it seems a pretty fair balance at this point.
Yeah, and that's, like, we don't have to change anything else really for console balance, because since we had it in mind for joysticks to work like that, controllers essentially work the same, so that's the idea.
Running
Get
on
up,
a table.
get
Running
up.
on a mouse table.
I'm hoping we get a lot of cross-platform players.
No, it'd be awesome, because then the servers could work as sort of intended, you know?
As far as matchmaking.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you'll still have private matches that can match between console and PC. Maybe we'll even get some console
Sorry.
players in next time we stream. Well, not next time we stream, because console's not coming out in a week. I can tell you that.
I wonder who's going to be our first console diamond player.
Ooh, that'll be interesting.
Oh.
Me. I'm gonna get it on PS4, and it's gonna be me.
Probably someone on the staff.
No, we're not that good at the game. I don't like.
Don't let that fool
I
you.
mean, I guess I'm at the top of the team right
Blue
now. But
chain?
that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but from like those people who've actually been playing console the most from a QA perspective, you certainly
Yeah,
have
that's fair.
a leg up.
Yeah, I got good enough to like actually unlock insane mode on.
You won in
Challenge
Fortnite, so it's a
mode.
given you're the best.
Yeah, but that's not on console. I can't play shooters on console usually, except for this. Woo! I will say I prefer the PS4 controller to the Xbox controller, just how it feels, but that's completely personal preference.
We have a console player that plays Descent who's quite good.
Dude, I'm absolutely excited for that. All right, let's. All right, I'm gonna move over to the out of game, and I'm gonna dip out of the voice chat now. because this will be the outro to the stream. So thanks for playing, guys. We'll see you again next week for multiplayer. Hopefully hop in the voice channel, and hopefully Ed doesn't have to leave.
Sounds good.
Half
Later,
hour
man.
Cool.
early, but
Bye.
it's been fun, guys.
Thanks, man.
Yep,
Good game.
thanks.
We'll see you next week.
Indeed. Alright. So now that the Discord people are silenced, let's see. We have gone over the editor contest winners. I'll make a post in the main channel of Discord as well, so that everybody can actually see it and congratulate people and whatnot. The people who have won the contest, we've already reached out to, so ideally, you guys are a part of that Discord channel, and I've already got emails from pretty much everybody. That's pretty much all I need right now. There will be a few more things potentially after, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. Let's see. So let's talk about the weekly challenge for the week. The 2v2 is still going to be going on, and that's fine. We'll let that run to completion. But we do want to give other people an opportunity to participate in the weekly challenge, as it is meant to be weekly. So, this week's weekly challenge will be to post screenshots or content from another game that is Overload E. Okay, so this was Giant's idea, and I didn't take too much time to refine the idea. So let's try to refine the idea a bit. So, Descent, we have considered cheating. Frankly, any 6-DOF is pretty much cheating. But so anything in a game that you're like, oh wow, that's pretty overloady, or wow, that reminds me of it, or if there's like music tracks in a game that's like, this would go good in Overload. We're just gonna be real dumb judges about it in the weekly challenge. I'm gonna make Giant be a big judge of it all. You know, I don't know. Did you make a Minecraft mod where you're in a spaceship shooting other little ships? Boom, overloady. I'm not gonna say it can't be a 6-DOF, but like, I don't know. The spirit of the contest is to sort of go out on a limb, use your creativity, and find things that are sort of overloady. All right, it doesn't have to be a screenshot. It could be whatever. Any sort of media that's overloady. Let's put it that way. I'll refine the rules along with you guys in the weekly challenge, and I'll let Giant try to refine the rules a little bit more too. But we just wanted something like less hard competitive after a couple weeks of doing tournaments in a challenge mode run. Again, if you guys have any weekly challenge recommendations, drop them in the drop them in the weekly challenge channel. I will consider them for future weeks, because we're running out of ideas. Not that this is like an out of idea kind of idea. We can always also run challenge mode high scores as well, which I know a lot of you guys do participate in, and it's fun to do that. You could just provide a screenshot or video that comes up anywhere as well. Anything you notice, if you notice like a streamer say something overloady, you can be like, hey, that guy said something overloady. Yeah, Jedi Luke in chat talking about the Descent tournament that I can host for you guys. Somebody ping me in Discord as the stream goes live, and I'll for sure go ahead and host it for you. You can post it in our community streams channel as well. I know pretty much all of our community are Descent fans. Well, not all of it, actually. We've gotten a handful of people who've like never played a 6-DOF before, which is really cool to actually see. The DLC is going to launch soon. We're trying to get it out like very soon. but we need to make sure everybody's signed documents and that everything works and that we can implement the leaderboards for them. So honestly, ideally, we'd get the DLC out by the end of next week even. But there's a whole lot of variables going into that. So we'll see what's up. Pre-console launch? No, I'm not gonna. Yeah, so I don't know that we're going to get this on console either. I know there's been some discussion about trying to get that going. If we miss the end of next week for the DLC launch, it's not the end of the world either, but that is something that we would like to target and why we want to get everyone's information and everything together ASAP. So if you haven't gotten me your email yet, I'll probably be reaching out to you like now. If you have, awesome, we'll be reaching out to you in email for the rest of the stuff. Expect something from us like Monday afternoon. And beyond that, does anyone have any other questions before I sign off? I think we've covered a lot of things. We've covered a lot of what we wanted to say about multiplayer. So custom multiplayer maps eventually. Co-op never. Join in progress probably never. Server selection maybe. Hosting a dedicated server maybe. All right. I said. I get it. I understand why, especially with servers being wonky and stuff. The thing is, we've obviously got to evaluate what we can do with the resources we currently have. A lot of people, well, whatever. I'm not gonna get into semantics of how we determine what's worthy and what's not. But the discussions are happening internally, so we'll keep you posted as we get more info. We do appreciate the feedback. I know it sucks when we say we can't do something that there's a whole lot of feedback on, but such is game development, I suppose. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It was great to see some new faces in the chat. I know Jedi Luke, you're active in the Discord, but it's the first time I've seen you in the chat. But yeah, thanks for getting some games in with us. Continue posting those scores in the weekly challenge. Keep an eye on the Discord for the winners in next week's challenge. And until then, see you guys next week.